He came back last night, like you said.
I know, I got the report. I wonder if you could come along with us, Mrs. McSweeney.
What for?
See if you can identify him. I want to take a look at the Perez kid. Mrs. McSweeney? Do you identify this person as the person who robbed and attacked you? And who returned last night and attempted to gain entrance to your premises?
Yes. He looks so young.
16. He tried to rob a candy store last night after he left your place. Only the owner had a .45 under the counter. Jesus Perez is his name, by the way. Can you imagine that? The kid was named Jesus. Right.
You come to put me on camera again? After the success of my last interview, you could get me landed in jail.
I know. I can't believe the reaction to it. I heard about you leaving. I want you to know I went to the boss. I went all the way upstairs. I threatened to quit myself unless they rehire you.
Oh, well, thank you, Tony, but you didn't have to do that. I got a job this morning. Associate producer for public television.
Well, that's wonderful. Listen, you're really the public television type anyway. All those syllables. Listen, there's something you can do for me.
What's that?
I want you to go on camera again. I'll pay bail.
Oh, for God's sake, Tony.
Now, come on, Catherine. It's important. It's the wrap-up.
How? Why?
I got a call from Detective O'Brien about Perez. Now, listen, I've got the crew downstairs. Let me bring them up again for old time's sake. Come on, we can't let them like this.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
Oh.
I'll be right back. This morning at 4 a.m., one Jesus Perez was shot and killed while attempting to leave a scene of a robbery. You identified him as one of the men who robbed and attacked you, is that correct?
Yes.
You identified him at the city morgue, is that correct?
Yes.
Catherine, what are your reactions now?
What is my reaction? How do I feel? Vindicated, avenged, Jesus Perez and I met in the vestibule of my building one night. The meeting was brief and violent. What Jesus Perez did to me was not an expression of economic need, although that was involved. It was not an expression of racist hate, although that was there also. It was not sexual aggression, although that was present also, against a people who had marked him as sewage, unworthy, unredeemable, unsalvageable. When Jesus Perez lashed out at me, I felt fear, shame, anger, impotence, rage, and hate. So did he. Emotions I was just discovering, he had lived by all his life. He was 16 years old. He had had 16 years of hate to prepare him for that encounter. I had had none. He was my teacher. How do I feel? There's a quote by Jean-Paul Sartre, I believe. The company of victims is that which includes the victim and his executioner. We are all victims. Jesus Perez, and you, and I. And we are all executioners. How would you feel about going to Phoenix to visit your father, at least for a while?
Yeah, well, a small child needs his mother.
You are a small child, like Napoleon was a small general.
Look, Mom, I've gotten used to crime in the streets. Besides, it's class to take taxis.
You should be horseback riding, camping, having fun.
There are rats in the palm trees there. I could get bubonic plague.
You'd be safe.
Mom, I don't not feel safe here. I grew up here all 12 years, and I know the rules, and I know how to get by.
Being ripped off, threatened, sealed off from half the city.
What can I say? Mom, look, the city has got style. Look, Mom, I know I'm just a kid, but I also know that you can't be afraid all the time. Yeah, you get hurt, but isn't it better to do things and get hurt than to live in some sort of box? Mom?
Hello?
Yeah, hold on. It's for you.
Hello? Oh, yes, Lloyd. Yes, I've been thinking about it. Well, I think I know what's best for Jamie. Do you think any San Francisco judge will give you custody because this city is an unfit place to raise a child? No. He stays right here where he belongs.
You sure change your mind a lot.
I decided you're right. The city does have style.
No, Mom.
Ooh. Ow!